8.
What research have you undertaken independently this week? I researched a story of loads of people going into one flat during the Grenfell Tower and how they all just like waited out and it waited for the fire to sort of like die out and yeah.
I haven't done any research this week, so great.
Yeah, I haven't done any like independent research, but yeah, I know that we have like research that we have done previously. We have used in like lessons. So, for instance, like the verbatim in particular, and then like in particular, like Eloise's verbatim, the little text that's used from the fireman we used in our piece.
How have you applied this in class? I spoke to Gav yesterday to try and arrange like a devised piece on that, and he wants to make it like a main thing. So like we've got like one thing, and he wants to add it into that. So yeah, I think we're going to do like a flat scene.
Well, I can't apply my research because I don't have any research which I've done.
Yeah, the only like real research was the verbatim, which we have which we did like a couple of weeks ago or a week ago, which we have continued to apply in lessons to make devised pieces and such.
What practical problems have you come across this week? When I was creating the dance on like the surgeon, I struggled to think of different movements that relates back to the initial idea, because it's easy to watch a video and see, oh yeah, well they cut, you know, like they have like the little sucky thing and that. Like I don't know what they sorry, I don't know what they're called in that, and like there's not really much you can do. The only thing that we could really think of was resuscitation stuff. But then again, we feel like it would look better if there were more people involved, and considering there was only 4 of us, it's quite difficult. So, yeah.
The main problem that I had was when we was doing our like run into the corner with Demi, when we was laying down, like, obviously there was no like timing, so everyone was either on the floor at different times or people were like just standing up randomly. Mine. And then when I had to lay down, like, I was like really close to Josh's foot, like most of the time, like basically almost getting hit by him. And then like I think you got shot on a few times.
Oh yeah, Alex kept treading on me, and my hair got pulled out, so it was a bit messy.
Yeah, that's the very problem I think I've had this week.
Yeah, projection. He's working on projection more, I think, and performing, but also like trying to learn that piece of text that Gavin gave us, the reporter, and
Are we actually doing that?
I would presume so. Or we're actually going to, well, hopefully like, play with it a little bit more, but yeah. So yeah, projection, trying to learn that quickly was quite kind of difficult.
What practitioners have you come across this week? Well, personally, I haven't really come across any apart from like the National Theatre videos that Gavin sometimes shows us. Like we got shown one yesterday. What? We got given one yesterday, and it was just like it was to do with like timing, but it weren't really like I don't know. I didn't really classify it as much, but yeah.
I haven't really got any practitioners either, because we haven't really done much, and we haven't exactly gone through like different practitioners this week. It's been more focused on like performing in general and learning our script.
Yeah, we didn't really learn anything from practitioners really. It was, yeah, like Nathan said, it was more focused on helping to devise different pieces and trying to get as many ideas as possible to kind of play with and expand on to put in the full production.
Have you created anything new? The surgeon dance, really. The rest of it, well, and like the whole thing we done with Gavin, but like that's more of a group thing. Personally, what I've created new is the surgery dance, which wasn't much either. It was only like 16 counts, but it looks effective, and I want to be able to develop it more. But yeah.
The only thing I've created is, I don't think it really counts, but when I was at home, like when we was talking about the different ideas we each had, like going through like lights and what we're doing on stage, I've told you about like levels and stuff. So I went home and like drew out some different levels and like what to do, because that's like it adds a lot more. Like instead of just all being straight on the floor, like you can add like a lot of different stuff with it.
Yeah, I don't think we've actually done much. We might have done a little bit, but I don't think we've done much creating. I haven't really kind of created anything really. But yeah, I did kind of the same as Nathan. I have an image that I want to use for our production, and I'm going to see if I can draw it out and apply it. Well, draw it out and structure it so I can give it to Emma or Gavin to see what they think. Yeah.
And what was the outcome of your creation? It looked really nice, but it needs a lot of development, and it just, I don't know, some parts worked and some parts didn't, like, and we need like some sort of music, like a click just to move to, because if it reminded me a bit like Rosas when we're doing the chair sequence. I just felt like we needed to do that, had that some sort of beat in the background so we know when to move, and it would keep us more in time, and then we'd know. I don't know, it needs a lot of development, to be honest.
The main outcome of mine was I got like different ideas of like what to do with the levels, like panic, like representing the people in the towers. So if they're higher up, they'd probably be in more danger because it would be harder to get out. And if they were to get out, like the windows, like they're a lot higher up than most other people. And on stage, I think that would create like a lot of drama and like intensity for the audience to like watch people in danger.
Yeah, I don't really know the the outcome of or what the outcome will be for my idea image for staging and such. But so yeah, I'm still needing to draw it out and give it to Gavin or Em to see what they think. But yeah, I don't know the outcome yet. But yeah.
Wow.
Viva voce. Week 2.